And for now, let's begin with the headlines you're tracking this hour.
India has every right to defend itself from such cross-border terrorism. Pakistan will have to accept that there are consequences to its sponsorship of cross-border terrorism.
Indian envoy hits out at Pakistan over its remarks at United Nations Security Council, accuses Pakistan of sponsoring cross-border terror, violating sovereignty and pursuing bleed India by thousand cuts strategy, says India has right to defend itself. Iran's IRGC says 25 ships passed through the Strait of Hormuz in coordination with its navy, and with Tehran's approval, vessels include oil tankers and container ships. Iran guards warn any aggression would be met with a crushing response. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi urges all sides to respect fragile West Asia ceasefire and calls for concessions from both US and Iran during a UNSC session. The comments come as Iran accuses US of breaching truce following new strikes. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham questions Pakistan's neutrality in US-Iran diplomatic efforts, calls its role as potential mediator problematic, urges Islamabad to clarify whether it would consider joining Ibrahim Accords. Trump aide Ken Paxton defeats Senator John Cornyn in a Texas runoff, strengthening the US president's influence over Republican Party. Result underscores his continued sway over GOP politics despite some internal opposition. Israel Defense Forces says the Defense Forces say that its troops shot and killed a Palestinian man in occupied West Bank Jenin refugee camp after he allegedly threw stones at soldiers during an arrest operation. J.D. Vance praises a new encyclical from Pope Leo that warns about the risks of unchecked artificial intelligence. Vice President J.D. Vance calls the document profound, says moral principles must be applied differently as technology evolves. Bolivia's Congress votes to give President expanded powers to deploy military as well as declare a state of emergency amid large protests over economic hardship, allowing suspension of some civil liberties. China's industrial profits rose to a 52-month high in April, boosting year-to-date profits to the highest level since March of 2022. The recovery is sector-driven than broad-based, but it is an encouraging sign after 3 years of largely negative profit growth.